Chyan Dower Trebartha, Luart in St Kevin, Porthallow be thy reign. Thy Kingsand come to good, thy withiel be done of it, in St Earth as it is in Portland. Give us St Day our gribben head, and relubus our tresparrots, as we St Eve Trevose go trespern relubus, but treleverus from St Evel.
The first experience I had of Cornwall was people speaking Cornish, and I really liked it, and I thought if there is a language I need to speak it and learn it. And then I realised that not many people spoke it, and certainly not children, and I thought, well, I want my child to speak Cornish.
The Cornish language is all around us. There are thousands of place names, so the Cornish language is on our lips from the day we're born, really.
Cornish language is an indigenous language of Britain. It's an earlier language of Britain than English. It existed before English, not necessarily as Cornish, but as the earlier Brythonic. It's part of our heritage.
Radio and Kernowek, Gans Matthew Abdoy.
Well, a Thessalony Obma in Kernowek, rag an Dolan knoweth, hag ifithany o Clapia in Kever, ifithany o Kilsel gans Nicholas Williams as he o'talls the pens.
The media generally is not that interested, and never has been. It's only interested when there's a controversy. Newspapers are squeezed, but there's lots of other forums for that, online particularly.
The challenge with the media is there is so much media and content out there in English. One of the things that Cornish needs to do is to get more media content out there.
When I was growing up, it wasn't there. It is there now. Young people now, they take it as their own, and it's kind of cool as well. You get metal acts, metal bands using Cornish, or rock bands using Cornish and that sort of thing. So it's kind of cool to bring it into mainstream culture as well.
When we're singing in Cornish, our job's not to teach people how to speak Cornish. Our job's to make sure that people are aware that there is actually a Cornish language that people do use. And I think that's possibly the most important thing about us singing in Cornish.
Let's run or queen, reach your star, Bogo Seconi, and to my usual.
The Cornish language is becoming more part of people's understanding of their identity of being Cornish. It's slow, but it is changing.
I think the biggest change was the official recognition of the language by the Westminster government, and the funding. Still, people are doing amazing things voluntarily, and there's only so far you can go with that sort of commitment. The commitment is very strong, but you need some sort of injection of funding.
The government has been providing funding for the Cornish language, especially as they gained a minority status not so long ago. However, we are reducing funding in this particular area, and Cornwall really has a lot of other priorities, I think, that we need to address.
It's only a very small amount of money compared with what's needed. When there's a raised awareness, there's a raised demand, and really what's needed is to be able to have a formal education system.
Dow, tree, peswa, pimp, wag, waistcoat. A pida, you pida, the Twitter and fleches or another colors. Oh, mes in this, and then drug, hara level the better.
The police says the house is broken.
Yeah, dachi you terrace, dachi you frog.
If they don't become fluent in the curriculum, and if the language doesn't add value to the children and then young adults' life in matter of economic and prestige, then the language won't survive, and that's what we need to do.
As the world gets more homogenous, people want to cling on to the thing that makes them individual. They want to cling on to the thing that gives them personal and communal identity. And we have all of that here.
If children don't learn it, the language will die, because people will die with the language.
If it did die or becomes a museum piece and is in danger of happening, then that would be a real shame if it isn't put back into the words of the community.
It is not sustainable. I can't keep doing this.
I don't think it's a romantic dream, and on the other hand, it's not necessarily useful. But identity is useful because it promotes pride. If it promotes pride and promotes love, really, then people will protect it.